Today marks the first day that the newest character from the Super Smash Bros. Franchise is available for play. This is of course a very controversial character because it's an inclusion from the series ARMS, which is not nearly as well known as Fire Emblem. I really think this should have been a Fire Emblem character instead. I'm also very disappointed that it's not a sword fighter.
Too many swordsmen, are there?
ARMS, of course, while not nearly as good of a game as any of the Fire Emblem games, is still a very good game that I happen to like a lot and is very popular with fans, so this ARMS pick is in no way controversial at all. I myself have spent many an hour playing the ARMS game. ARMS, of course, stands for a really masterful software, and this is true to a T. This game plays amazingly. You can take these characters who have really big biceps and then they stretch out until they're pencil thin and then you punch each other and that's the whole game. It's a lot of fun for hours. Plus the motion controls were an absolute killer of an inclusion. It reminds me of all the gentle and subtleties of the amazing game known as Wii Boxing that everybody loved and never ever gave anybody problems ever.
I can't f***ing punch. I'm like moving my arms back and forth so much.
But you may be asking yourself, what on earth would they be including from this game? I mean, there are so many great characters. I mean, just look. Here's Captain America, Captain Marvel, Hawkeye when he was moody after his family died from Thanos and he was living in Japan, and Thanos but a mummy. These are some really great characters. How could you not like any of these? So what is the character they add, you might ask? It's not the snake, it's not the Jello, it's ramen. They added ramen. Ramen Chick is only the next in a long line of Sakurai's love for making long-range DLC characters. Just like the game the ramen was cooked in, you can control both of her arms with different buttons so that you can extend them both separately or at the same time. It really creates a new experience in the Smash Bros. Game that is just never heard of. And you know what they say, a new experience always means good gameplay. She's a breeze to control, and a lot of fun too. Now I know what you're thinking. Sometimes you have those friends over and they play Samus or Link, or maybe one of the Belmonts, and then they break your B button just spamming over on the edge of the stage and you're just not good enough to get back to them. But don't worry, there's absolutely no camping potential whatsoever with a character like Ramen Girl. Just look at Sakurai using her. I mean, look at this masterful gameplay right here. This is what you call a grade A skill-based character with absolutely no abusable gimmicks whatsoever. Plus, look at this really cool dragon hand she has. It's really cool. I mean, it's a dragon, it's her hand, it shoots out with ramen attached to it. What more can you say? But here's the even cooler part. Her other hand could be a dragon too, which I'll be honest is the only one I'm gonna use. But it could also be a hula hoop or one of those mines from Finding Nemo. While Ramen Girl is in no way a controversial addition to the Smash Bros. Roster, there are still 5 additional confirmed characters coming down the chute from Mr. Sakurai's brain hole. I personally predict that the next one is going to be Sans Undertale, which I think would make a great inclusion to the Smash Bros. Roster. Another great inclusion which I would like to see is the default skin from Fortnite. It would have a lot of great taunts and also guns, which would be very cool in the Smash Bros. Game. Additionally, I think its inclusion in the franchise would help to propel a game like Fortnite into a higher strata of player base, since Smash Bros. Has a knack for taking even the deadest game franchises like Xenoblade and turning them into almost grade A titles, which clearly was not the intention with including an ARMS character, since this game did so well financially in its release.